What is up, y'all? Today I got something fun again. We are gonna try to make some money. Look what I bought. It's an N64 NUS 001. This is my other one that you saw me take apart over here. But this is, and it's broken, so it randomly resets, is what they claim. I paid about 40 bucks for it, I think, including shipping. One of the reasons I paid like a little bit more than you'd expect is because it does have the jumper pack in it, and it also has all the cords. It's got the power cord and the signal cords for the video. First thing I'm gonna do is get this set up and test it so I can see if the problem, see what the nature of the problem is. I'm gonna take it apart. I'm hoping it's just like a cooling issue or something like that, or maybe it's a broken trace I can fix. But the thing is, if it's not obvious, I'm not able to fix it, then I'm just gonna buy another one, and then this is a parts one. I've got a full, like, pristine N64 shell. There's some marks and stuff on it, but this thing is pretty mint. It's very clean. I think if I had to guess, what probably happened is someone had this for a long time in storage or something, and they took it out and they cleaned it up, and then they turned it on, and then they're having a resetting problem, and so they put it on eBay for 40 bucks, and I bought it. It's interesting because this is the one you saw me take apart in the other video, and this is mine. This one works. This is also an NUS 001. But if you look in there, there's green, and this one is just gray. So I don't really know what that's about. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get this all rigged up. I've got another extra monitor that's just been sitting in my room, and I'm wondering if I can rig it up so y'all can see. Okay, how's that? Y'all can see that? Okay. We got, of course, Super Mario 64, plugging in the controller, and powering it on. We have a light. Do we have video output? We got video output. I'm gonna play for a bit and see if it resets. Oh. Okay, the game just restarted. That was after about 10 minutes of playing. Well, that's what we signed up for. Okay, shall we begin? My Quest 2 is still occupying my screw tray, so we're just raw dogging this. It actually could be nothing within the console too. It could be within the power adapter that it came with. And sometimes you take these things apart and then they just, and you put them back together and then they just work. Like there's just some like a piece of hair shorting something or something. No one's been in here before. These screws feel factory tight. Generally, you don't want something that someone's tried to fix before. Some of these screws are different colors. They look the exact same in every way but the color. Maybe it's just dirt or something. Where's my pry tool? Bro, I would never open a piece of technology without my trusty pry tool. Okay, where's my pry tool? Where did I put it? I used it to open that iPhone. I don't fucking know where it is. Okay, I think I might need to take out this jumper pack. It's just be making it sticky. I don't want to destroy the sticker, but I'd really love to have my pry tool right now. It was in the garbage. Oh, I would have been so sad if I threw that away. There it goes. Little jumper pack. There's nothing actually in here. It just connects the traces in there, I think. This is a RAM slot, RAM expansion slot. Now I'm seeing one thing that I don't really like. And one thing that I do, so these orange marks are kind of concerning because it might mean that someone's been in here before, but also it's dusty, and so maybe someone hasn't. I don't know. And this is like a lot of dust. You'd think if someone tried to fix this, they'd clean it. So I don't know, maybe no one's been in here. What do y'all think? If you ever want to produce a little bit more torque with a screwdriver, you can usually put the screwdriver in, lock your hand around it, and don't move your hand. Use your other hand here, and then move your arm and rotate it as all as one piece, and it'll be easier. You're kind of using your arm as a lever, but you'll still be limited by your grip strength, so it's not 100%. That felt factory. I take it back. I don't think anyone's been in here. Companies need to learn that when two screws are different, they just need to make them a different color. I think these are the same though. What do y'all think? Are those two the same screws? Yeah, they're the same. This heat sink should come loose. Nice. Should come out. Yep. There we go. Now we're just gonna start quickly. Just look over everything. Everything looks good on this side of the board. Shield's coming off this side too. Okay. Looking at all these components. This board looks pretty good. No corrosion or anything, which is a really good sign. They could also be dried out thermal compound on these chips and start breaking off these heat sinks. No, that looks good. I mean, like, it's a little dry and rubbery. There's more orange marks. Maybe it's a quality control thing. Like in the factory they inspect it. Again, looks good. And for the RAM, yeah, it looks good. Are these identical? Ah! Look at, oh, whoa. Those battery contacts are very, very corroded. Could be a reset button problem. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to use my known good power supply and my known good video cables. And I'm gonna put this back together just enough to get it working. And then we are going to test it. We'll figure it out. Worst case scenario, I break it. And it was already broken. So we've got nothing to lose. Plugged in. Like and subscribe if you think this is a bad idea. Now let's turn it on. We got a light. Still no signal. Okay, it's not working right now. Let me put it back in the case. Maybe it's just something with I'm not getting good contact on the chips or something. Let's get screwing. Okay. Oh, the jumper pack wasn't in. Fucking stupid me. Oh, I'm so dumb. I just did all that because the jumper pack wasn't in. Which way does this go in? Oh, I'm so stupid. I just did so many screws. I should at least put in some of these external frame screws in because they're the only things that are keeping pressure on the chips. What are these screws for? Oh, the ports. Okay. Never mind, we're good. Thought I had some extra screws. Pretty much all the screws are in. I could screw in the ports, but I don't care. Of course it didn't fucking turn on without the jumper pack in. God damn it. Known good power supply going in. Got video. This is the original video cable, but I don't think that's really a possibility for the problem. Ding, ding. Now we got video. I'm gonna stay real far from that reset button. Y'all can see it right there. And I'm gonna see if it's the power supply. Maybe the power supply is blipping power and it's causing it to just reset the game. Like it's losing power just for long enough for the RAM to clear and then the game has to reset. Okay, we're past the 10-minute mark. This is where it went out last time. So I've been playing for 20 minutes now. And it's not resetting. We're way past. Last time it reset at 10 minutes. I'm still not 100% that this is fixed, obviously. I don't know what I did. Maybe it is just that there just need it just needed to be tighter on those thermal pads. Or maybe there's just a short caused by like a hair or something. I'm gonna play a little bit longer. After that, I'm gonna clean it all up, put it all together, and do one final test. For now though, I'm gonna go and I'll come back and I'll show you guys. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go for now. And we're back. So I ran it for a couple of hours with the known good power supply and it didn't restart. I actually have this marked. You can see that little pink mark right there. This is my known good power supply. So I think the problem is pretty safe to say that's within the power supply. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna run it with what I suspect to be the bad power supply, and if it restarts again, then we can be pretty confident in saying that it is the power supply that has the problem. So I'm gonna go do that now. I won't make y'all watch it, but I kind of want to do the snap transition already. Okay, I'm confused because this just ran for an hour and 10 minutes with the bad power supply. Or I guess it's not bad, but maybe there's a short in here and it's like jostling around. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and that's why it causes it to reset sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it off and take this apart. Okay, I don't think this power supply has gotten too hot. And it might not be the power supply at all because I just ran it and it worked. I'm gonna put this back together and I'm gonna clean the system. Inside of this is actually very clean already. There's just a little bit of that stuff in there. I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna put it all back together. I'm gonna do one final test and I'll probably do like a 2-hour test. And then I'm gonna sell the system, the jumper pack it came with, the power supply it came with, and the video cord on eBay for hopefully $80 to $100. I mentioned before I paid about $45 for the system, and I didn't actually have to put, assuming everything works as it just did after I clean it, then I won't have to put any more money into it. And hopefully if I get 80, which I think is around about the low end that I can get for it, considering the condition it's in, because the case is in beautiful condition. There's one little rubbed part there, like very few scratches. And if I get like Windex and a paper towel, I bet that I can get this looking almost like new. And those systems that include the jumper pack, power supply, and cable on eBay go for about 100 when they look as good as this, but I'm not going to be too optimistic yet. And I shouldn't be considering that everything isn't even together and I haven't done the final test yet. So I'm going to give y'all a real good time lapse of me taking this system all the back apart again and dusting it all, and then I'm gonna test it off camera and I'll get back to you guys after that. So looking at this, it's going to be kind of annoying to dust all the nooks and crannies. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to go run this under the sink and then leave it out to dry for a couple hours. So I'm going to go run these big case pieces under the sink right after I take this out, just because it makes more sense than having to dust every single little piece of these. So I'm gonna go do that, and oh wait, fuck these stickers. Shit. I can try to keep it to the inside. Yeah, I can do that. These feel like some hardy stickers. Okay, well, I'm gonna come back when I've done that. Okay, now these are very clean and the stickers are fine. So, but though you can't really, the only way to assure these are dry enough to put electronics back in them, obviously they're still wet, is to let them dry for several hours. And so I'm gonna go do that. It has been 2 days. Okay. Bunch of stuff came up. I was editing other videos and I didn't really have time. But now it's time to put this together and do a final test and hopefully sell it to someone. Now I've been kind of thinking about like my testing criteria and what I'd have to have it do to feel okay selling it to someone. And I think that if I can have it run Mario 64 for 2 hours 2 times. So like I turn it on and run Mario 64 for 2 hours, and then I turn it off, and then like an hour later I turn it on again and I run it again for 2 hours. And I think if it does that, we can verify that it's okay to sell to someone. Now I'm just gonna get cracking on these screws and y'all can get back to the sped up shit. So there you go. That better just be that cartridge door that's rattling. What is rattling? Does mine rattle? This isn't my good one. Okay, this one rattles too. They both rattle. Okay. I tried to keep the sticker good, but I don't know where it went. It doesn't really matter though. Jumper pack is in. Power supply that is shipped with. No purple mark. Is it plugged in? No. Power supply plugged in. Video output cable is shipped with. My controller. Super Mario 64. Let's look for light. We got light. We got signal. It's on. At this point, I'm gonna probably play for 10 or 20 minutes until I get bored. Then I'm gonna let it run for 2 hours, and then I'm making a modification to what I said before. I'm gonna put in Mario Kart 64. Just so it can prove that it can run two different games, and play that for 2 hours. And at that point, I will be satisfied that and I'd be satisfied enough with the performance of the system to sell it. So I'll update you guys when I've finished the testing. Phase 1 of testing is done. It just ran Super Mario 64 for 2 hours. I played for probably about 45 minutes of that. It does feel warm, and it smells like warm electronics. I don't know if you know that smell. I actually love that smell, but that seems normal. I haven't really run my known good N64 for that long. Now we're gonna boot up Mario Kart 64 and run that for 2 hours, and if it passes that, then I should be good to sell this, and I'll talk about the money in the conclusion. It passed. It worked perfectly. I could not find a defect with this. I checked all the controller ports too. This wasn't the game I was playing. So just to go over the testing again, I did 2 hours of Super Mario 64, powered it off, switched to Mario Kart 64, and then did that for 2 hours. And then afterwards, I checked all 4 controller ports with Super Mario 64. Now we can talk about money again. I bought this N64 in a non-working state for $45.88. I put $0 in parts in it, and now I believe it to have a value between $75 and $100. It's hard to say because there's not exactly a package like the one I'm selling. And let me actually show you guys exactly what I'm selling. I'm not selling my controller because I love that controller. Okay, I'm selling the N64 console with jumper pack, the AV cables, I think that's what those are called, and the power adapter. I'm hoping I can get at least $80 for it, which would give me about $35 back, and they're probably going to be paying shipping, and that's how it is. Honestly, looking back on what we did to it and how it ended up working out, I don't think it was ever a power supply issue. I really think it was a thermal issue, and just taking those thermal pads off the chips and then reseating them and retightening them down helped them get enough heat away from themselves so where it started working again. In terms of the specific details of the eBay listing, I'm probably gonna do a bidding war starting at $35 or something like that for 7 days. So I might have this video up and edited before that. So if you want to see exactly how much is sold for and exactly how much I made from it, then you can look. I'll put it in the description when that comes out, but honestly it might not come out when you watch this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot that you made it to the end of this probably long ass video. I had a lot of fun doing this. Like and subscribe, share, I don't know. Thanks.